Happy Thursday, Forex traders. Welcome to the All Things Forex live daily broadcast. Today is Thursday, March 11, 2010. This is your All Things Forex live daily broadcast host and Forex expert Ilyan Yotov, welcoming you aboard and reminding you that the All Things Forex live daily broadcast is intended for educational and informational purposes only, and it should not be considered as giving any buy, sell, or hold recommendations. The broadcast host, experts, and guests do not give investment advice. You, the listener, are solely responsible for your investment decisions. In the broadcast today, with the CFTC proposal for additional regulation of retail foreign exchange trading still heavy on the minds of Forex traders and industry professionals, we're going to discuss the newly proposed CFTC regulation with our special guest, Mr. Todd Crosland. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Interbank FX, one of the leading retail Forex brokerage firms in the world. Hello, Mr. Crosland, and welcome to the All Things Forex broadcast.
Elon, thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
My pleasure, Mr. Crosland. I would like to thank you for taking the time off of your very busy schedule to join us today for a discussion of the CFTC proposal for regulation of the retail Forex market. Now, as we already know, this is a hot topic for a lot of traders. The newly proposed CFTC regulation is still very heavy on the minds of many retail Forex traders and industry professionals. The deadline for responses and feedbacks, if I'm not mistaken, is also quickly approaching. So let's go ahead and start by reminding our listeners of what exactly was the recent regulation proposal from CFTC.
Great, Elon. So let me first start by giving you some background regarding the CFTC proposal. The proposal is based upon the Farm Bill that was passed back in 2008, which was the CFTC Reauthorization Act, and it also put in specific language in the CFTC Reauthorization Act of 2008, various regulatory requirements that will now give the CFTC authority over foreign exchange dealers. So the basis of their rules really comes from the 2008 Act. And so really most of the rules that came out in this proposal, we were fully anticipating. And when the CFTC and the Agriculture Committee, which has oversight over the CFTC, when the Agriculture Committee came out with the Farm Bill in 2008, Interbank FX was a proponent of those rules. A few of the rules that came out in the Farm Bill required foreign exchange dealers to have $20 million in net capital. They required any solicitors or IBs to become registered with the NFA, and they also required, any money managers or CTAs in foreign exchange to also be registered with the NFA. So these are rules that we knew were coming. Some of those were already in effect. The $20 million in net cap became law with the NFA in May of 2009. But when the CFTC finally came out with its rules, it added several new things to what the Farm Bill and the Agriculture Committee in Washington originally planned on. Basically, what the rule includes several components. One is the $20 million in net cap, which we support. Two is the requiring of all U.S. solicitors, anybody that solicits or manages U.S. customer funds, to become registered. That's something that, even though it wasn't a rule yet, Interbank, we imposed that on all of our IBs and money managers back in 2008, that they would no longer do business with Interbank unless they were registered with the NFA. So we terminated about 100 IBs back in 2008 because they decided they did not want to register. And so we were proactive in that measure. But then the new rule actually went a little bit further from what the Farm Bill and what the House and the Senate envisioned the CFTC's role would be in retail foreign exchange. And it also, the new rule requires requires that Forex dealers would post the profitability of their customers on a quarterly basis. Interbank is fine with that, but really the only problem that we had with the proposed rules of the 8 components is the new proposed rule requiring margin deposit. And so it would reduce leverage for U.S. customers or U.S. brokers of what they could offer their customers to 10 to 1.
So that's what I was going to ask you, Mr. Crosland, because that has been the biggest concern amongst the Forex trading community in the United States, is that this new regulation is proposing to limit the leverage to retail Forex traders from 100 to 1 to 10 to 1. So how would this affect currency traders in the United States if this leverage cap is implemented?
So we have well over 30,000 customers throughout the world, about half of those in the U.S., and we've heard from thousands of our customers, and thousands of our customers and other firms' customers have made comments on the CFTC website voicing their strong opposition to this. But basically what this would do, it would make U.S. brokers less competitive both on a national level and on an international level, and customers would then be required to risk a significant amount of more money, 10 times more, to enter their Forex trades. So we think that if this were to pass at 10 to 1, retail Forex in the U.S. would basically be gone. Everybody would go then overseas. And a key component in what we've done with Congress and what we've done with the coalition with the other Forex CEOs is to remind both Congress and the Senate and the CFTC, when the CFTC was founded in the 70s, its primary mission and mandate was not to create any law or legislation that would create an anti-competitive environment for its members. So by reducing the amount of leverage that Forex dealers could offer, they're actually going completely against their mandate, which was given by Congress to not enact any new legislation that would be anti-competitive for its members. So the exchanges can offer, the exchanges and futures firms, they're not limited on what leverage they can offer their customers on foreign exchange transactions. They can offer 50 to 1, 100 to 1. We have 2 competitors in the United States that are banks. Citibank, they offer a product, Citi Pro, and then Deutsche Bank, DBFX, they both offer 100 to 1 leverage. Those banks are not regulated by the CFTC, and so they would not be obligated to reduce leverage to 10 to 1.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Then they have all of the international competitors that we have in banks and brokers that can offer leverage. They can offer leverage at whatever they want, and so what would happen is if this was to go into effect, they're actually going against their mandate and creating a uncompetitive environment for its members, and then U.S. residents would no longer receive protection from a regulatory agency. Those that are trading FX would go offshore, Bahamas, Cyprus, anywhere in the world where they wouldn't be, nobody has the same regulatory and oversight for marketing materials, for trading practices, for technology practices, and so we think that this would be very anti-competitive for our marketplace. So we've made several trips to Washington. We've met with many senators, congressmen, the Agriculture Committee. They recently had a hearing specifically to question Chairman Gensler from the CFTC regarding this, and the chairman of the Agriculture Committee, Chairman Peterson, was very against this proposal. And the framers and the founders of the Farm Bill in 2008 did not anticipate getting rid of retail FX. What they did anticipate is creating higher regulatory requirements, higher net capital requirements to assure that the people involved in this industry have compliance departments, they have regulatory capital, and so we really made real